Okay. My name is Michael Devitt. I am the owner of Focus Physical Therapy in Boise. And in our office, we have been impacted by the ACA directly through our health coverage with Regents. And the first year after ACA was passed, we saw our premiums reduced by 40%. And part of that was because the insurance companies had to spend less on overhead and advertising and had to spend more money on actually paying for care. And so they realized that they were charging us too much, and so we got a nice little break. And this last year, we received a cancellation notice on our policy, only to receive a week later a letter saying that the policy we had was canceled, but we had added a maternity rider onto it anyway. And so they said the change that was made was they added a maternity rider, and so they would renew us at the same amount. So basically, we have maintained that 40% decrease, which has been fabulous. The other thing, stories we hear from our patients, and it has been numerous people have told us that they have not had health insurance up until this point in their lives. And so they're not only coming to us for care that they were either avoiding or paying out of pocket, but they're also going to other providers doing preventative maintenance types of things. People in their 50s having their first colonoscopy because they couldn't afford to pay out of pocket previously, and doing every other thing that they should have been doing for the first time in their lives. And these are not people that are down and outers. These are people who are self-employed who couldn't afford it previously. Professional people in the community, names you would recognize, that simply couldn't afford to buy health insurance, and now they can thanks to the ACA. And we see that all the time here. For me, as a small business owner, somewhat selfishly as a healthcare provider, what the ACA has done in this little office in Boise, Idaho, is it has opened up, potentially thousands of patients that now can come see us that couldn't afford to previously, which is great. Obviously, there's a benefit both ways. It would be disingenuous to say that we're not pleased with that from our end of it, but the other aspect of it is I can afford, as a small business owner, to provide health insurance I pay 80% for my employees, and we were seeing double-digit inflation on our policies prior to the ACA, and that was not for a couple of years, that was over a 10-year period of time. And it was getting to the point where I was kind of questioning whether I was going to have to adjust the amount that I paid. And thanks to the ACA and thanks to the 40% reduction, we're now back. I'm paying at 80% what I was paying probably in about 2005, which is great. And it's been level over the past 2 years, no increase. So just that alone, as a small businessman and a small businessman who wants to do the right thing for my employees, this gives me the opportunity to do something for them and continue to do something for them that I think is very, very important.